Wow! What kind of a night out is that? Looks fantastic. Today promises to be an exceedingly busy day. Boaty's going to be coming down. A chap called Adam is going to be coming down. A chap called Allegro Man is going to be coming down. Although Allegro Man now isn't coming because he's got the lurgy. I wonder what brand of lurgy he's got. Where are all these people going to go though? That's the trouble. I mentioned in yesterday's video, quite near the end, so you probably haven't seen that bit, that this area in here could be used to store a car as well as working on one. Just about. However, as Frederick Roth III and Sid Snot point out, where am I going to put all this stuff? Because I don't chuck things away in the first place. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Come on, use your buns, fella, come on! Just over there, I see a green 75. A Moonstone green 75, looking like it wants to come in here. Could it be coming to see me?
Oh, indeed.
What about that? He's going to go and park down there and have a chat, had a cup of tea. Bye bye. What an unexpected and pleasant surprise that was. Kevin Craven. Thank you Kevin Craven for popping in and bringing me a welder. I am really looking forward to having a go with this thing, because this would make quite a difference. This welding mask has seen better days, but you know what? I'm good with gaffer tape. This is the second visitor of the day, and it's a G-Reg. That's the best reg for an R8, especially one that looks as nice as this. That car is called George, and it's been rescued and repainted and all sorts of things, and it's owned by a chap called Adam, who has a YouTube channel called Vintage Audio 1992, and he's a thoroughly decent chap, what you might call a good egg as opposed to a bad egg. Anyway, he's brought something for me, and that is these alloy wheels. These wheels, I quite like these wheels, and they're going to go onto Eric quite soon. And the reason is because these wheels are going to go onto Hank, Frank, Edwin. It's not called Edwin here, but it will be called Edwin in his possession, and it's his car, so it's up to him to call it that. So yes, the R8 wheels that we have here will be going back on an R8 rather than a 25. That suits me tremendously because I prefer these to the SCI wheels. Okay, well, I like these wheels. I know they're not really contemporary with a facelift 25. They're probably more suitable than the SE1 wheels, or is it SEI? I'm always doing that. I's and ones. I have to look at the badge. SE, I think it's an SE1. Anyway, no, it's not. It's an SEI. Yeah, SEI. But I'll tell you why that's confusing. SE in uppercase and then I in lowercase. So, I shouldn't make it any more confusing, but it does. Why am I talking about this shit? I could even be tempted to put them on Nigel, come to think of it. Or should I just leave Nigel alone? Leave Nigel alone! Stop messing with Nigel! There must be somebody shouting that at me. My wife. Anyway, you may notice that the centre caps are indeed missing. But that's fine, because I have a set of wheels here that have centre caps. I can take them off of that. What I'm more likely to do first though is clean them up, see how well they clean up. And I have been using this stuff for cleaning wheels with, but as you can see there's not absolutely loads left, and whilst they're off the car I may as well give them a proper clean from behind as well. And look what I've found. a full bottle almost of heavy duty brick cleaner. That's a surprise because I thought I'd used it all up. So we have here a rather dangerous plastic cup of water. Would you like to guess what's inside this cup of water? Or would that be stupid because you know it's hydrochloric acid and a bit of water? Yeah, you would. It'd be pointless. There's no point in me telling you that. You won't accidentally drink it now. What a grotty job this is. Let's hope they come up okay. Hiya. Johnny Superman's here, and he's got a 75 now.
Blah. Waffle, waffle, blah, blah.
Will you shut up, you lanky twat?
Charming.
Why have you still got the blue badge in the back?
Came in handy the other day.
It's time for an impromptu test drive of a Rover 75 V6. Test drive of the Rover 75 V6 as filmed by Boaty for his channel. My work, his video. So you'll have to look on his channel to see that. Something a bit unfair about that, don't you reckon?
I don't.
Given your vegetables. Given your
So the time is now 4:30 and it's not dark. Gosh, the onset of spring is such a fabulous and exciting thing. We're going to have a chat now. Seems to have become tradition that when Boaty comes round, we spend the last part of his visit chatting in the car, off camera. Which is unusual because he records everything otherwise. Well, that was an amazing day, especially for all the bits that you didn't see. Having so many visitors in one day is, on one hand, you'd think not very useful, but in another, very useful for something else, which I won't really go into just yet. You can probably tell that this is actually the next day, and the reason is I recorded something on my way home, but it was dark, and not only was it dark, I was stumbling over my words somewhat. Once darkness had set in, Boaty and I just stood around, sat around, walked around, chatting about the future of Mustard and Boaty do things, and we have formulated quite a few interesting plans. So interesting, in fact, and so clear are we with our direction with this, which will happen in the spring, that I woke up with thoughts as well, which I'll have to tell them about quite soon. But one thing I will tell you right now, in case you didn't know, if you saw his live stream, then you might actually know, because he properly went to town on it. Yeah, he really enjoyed himself talking about this particular thing that we're going to do. We want to buy a city rover, the worst rover you can possibly buy, a rover that they didn't even make themselves. Neither of us like this car, but we want to learn to like it. We want to love it. We want to polish a turd. Hi, my name is Jay and I'm well known for my love of Vauxhall, but today I thought I'd try something a bit different and here we go.